everybody, welcome. Welcome to Friday Power Flow. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and today, Astavakrasana. I had to practice saying that, and we're going to practice doing it in this flow. So come onto your mat, and let's get started in Ragdoll. Set yourself up, feet about hips width distance apart. Fold forward. I like to soften my knees. And you can let your hands dangle, let them rest on the ground or on props, or you can put opposite hand to the crook of opposite elbow. Once you get yourself set up in your ragdoll, start to take a few deep breaths and maybe some movement, moving your head or moving your body a little bit, but definitely feeling the movement of your breath. And even as you move your breath and move your body, feel that you're grounded here through your feet, that you're supported here. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. And yeah, we're going to practice Astavakrasana. I'm still practicing saying it. Notice if you're thinking about that, if you're jumping ahead to that. We're going to practice it. We're also going to practice being here, being present. So feel your feet and feel this breath. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Take another deep breath in and a long breath out. Now go ahead and release your hands down to the ground. Walk your feet closer together to touch. Press into your right foot. Lift your left leg up and back behind you. So it doesn't have to be high. You can let your head drop, stay in the forward fold. Feel for extending through your right leg from the ground up, extending out through your left leg. Take a deep breath in. Drop that left foot back behind you. Bring your left knee down, untuck your left toes. Come on into your kneeling lunge. You can pad the left knee if you like. Walk your hands up to your right knee. You can keep them here or interlace your fingers at your low back. And you might add a towel or a strap between your hands just to give yourself a little more space. Now stay grounded through that front foot. You can let your right knee bend, your hips come forward and down, and a little bit of a lift to your chest here, to your heart. If you want to take your gaze up, go for it. Just mindful of your neck. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands to your mat. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Front of your mat, find your halfway lift. Inhale, fold forward, exhale. Hands on your mat, left foot standing now. Lift your right leg. Lift your right leg, extend your right leg back. Staying in the forward fold, let your head drop. Extending up through your left leg, extending out through your right leg. Feel right to the tips of your toes. Take a deep breath in. Now, drop your right foot back behind you. Bring your right knee down to your mat. Untuck the right toes, setting up your kneeling lunge on this side. Hands to your left knee. You can keep them there. You can interlace your fingers at your low back. I really like this variation, but if you like a different hand variation, go for it. Add that in. Connect through your left foot. Notice if you're hanging out with your toes, allow there to be some softness. A little bit of a back bend here, heart lifts, a little bit of a hip opener. Lot of breath. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And take a big inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands to your mat. Now step back to your downward facing dog. And if you want to stick in a child's pose here, you can. If you want to stick in a child's pose at any point during this practice, you can. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Maybe a little bit of movement here, walking out your dog or moving your head around. Starting to loosen up, starting to wake up, awaken your energy. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Go ahead, walk your hands back towards your feet. Keep your hips high as you walk them back. Set your feet together apart and rise to stand. Come on up. Reach your hands up. Lift your heart. Look up. Big inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands high, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Find your halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat. Walk yourself out to your high push-up, high plank. Knees lifted or lowered here. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, forward, halfway down, low push-up, chaturanga. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. Big breath in, upward facing dog, a cobra or a low cobra. Exhale, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And take a big inhale. And a big exhale. And take a big breath in here. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Set your hands and your feet, your foundation, using your breath and your focus and intention to set the foundation for this whole practice today. Take another big breath in. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, rise and reach and lift. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, put a big bend to your knees. Lift up. Lift your heart, hands high or hands at your heart. You can sit a little bit lower, sit down, sit back. Draw your low belly up. Connect through your center so you can extend up, lift up. Connect to your foundation so you can lift up and lighten up. Take a big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Back foot spins flat. Rise up, set your feet. Come up. Nice long stance here. Bend into your front knee, ground through your back foot. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Step up, rise up. Check in. Check in with your feet. Check in with your breath. Check in with your intention. So yeah, we're going to play around with Astavakrasana. Astavakrasana. That's part of our focus, but there's other pieces to our focus. Taking care of ourselves, enjoying ourselves. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps forward, warrior one, rise up. Open out to your warrior two. Front foot flat and straight, bend your front knee, track it over your front ankle, lengthen through your arms. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Dip into your front knee, palms to the sky. Right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Lift from the hip. Lift from the ground up. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one, come up. Now warrior two. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Feel if you can find your center. Let your shoulders track over your hips. Feel your core. Feel your energetic center. So you're grounded here, you're lifting, you're balanced. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Stay long and strong through your back leg. Grounding through the back foot, the baby toe side of that back foot. Lift up, go back, big inhale, exhale. Hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, inhale, downward dog, exhale. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And breathe in and breathe out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Sit down, lift up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps. Warrior one. Back foot flat. Rise up. Exhale. Hands come to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, hands come back to your mat. Chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot again, warrior one, rise up. Open out, warrior two. Right hand high, reverse. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Right elbow to your right thigh, or slide your right hand down inside your front foot or outside. Let your left arm reach up. Lengthen through the sides of your body. A little bit of a lift to your chest here, to your heart. A big breath in. And a long breath out. And take your top arm, wrap it around behind your back. Come on into your half bind or your full bind. And whatever variation you're working with, stay grounded. Take your time. Feel your center. Feel your balance. Feel your breath. A big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Reach your top arm back up. Pause. Now, bring your left hand down to your mat under your left shoulder. Spin to the ball of your left foot. Walk your right foot a little to your right, setting up for your lizard pose. You can stay here on your hands, or you can come down onto your forearms. If you have props like blocks, you can put those under your forearms. You can keep your back knee lifted, or you can bring it down to your mat. Okay, so a deep hip opener here, a little early in the practice. Take your time with it. Soften your toes. Feel where and how you connect to the ground. Stay in balance. Feel your breath. A big breath in and a long breath out. And you can keep this right knee pulling in, or you can let the right knee drop out to the right so the sole of your right foot spins to the left. You're on the baby toe side of your right foot. A couple more breaths here. A big breath in and a long breath out. Feel if you can take one breath at a time. A big inhale and a big exhale. Once more, deep breath in. Long breath out. Set that right foot flat if it isn't already. Walk yourself back up to your hands. You can walk your right foot in so you can plant your hands and step back. High push up to low push up. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. Another deep breath in here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Sit down, lift up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Rise up. Open out. Warrior two. Left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Parsva Konasana. Landing your elbow on your leg or sliding your hand down inside the foot. Reaching your top arm up to the sky. If you want to drop that left hand down and it doesn't quite make it to the ground, you can bring your hand to your ankle or to a prop. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And take your top arm, wrap it around behind your back, coming into your half bind or your full bind. Feel it out. And you can be working towards the full bind. Not quite get there, that's okay. Feel where you are. Feel that you got yourself here today, onto your mat, into this practice. It's the same with the pose. It's the same with Astavakrasana, right? So as we work towards that pose, equally feel where you are. Feel this breath, a big inhale and a long exhale. Reach your top arm back up. All right, pause here, open up, lengthen, take a deep breath in. Now your right hand comes down to your mat onto your right shoulder. Walk your left foot a little to your left, setting up for that lizard pose. You can stay up on your hands or come down to your forearms. And just check out if that left knee comes really far forward over your toes. Then walk your right foot back or walk your left foot a little bit forward so you can keep your knee over your ankle. Back knee lifted, or you can drop it down. And you can play around with this. You can play around with pulling the left knee into the left shoulder. What kind of sensation do you experience when you do that? How about if you drop the left knee out to the left? What kind of sensation do you experience with this? And as you play around with it and explore it, really take your time with it. It's just a few breaths. Depending on the sensation that you're feeling, might feel like a lot longer than a few breaths. Take it one breath at a time. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. If you have your fingers interlaced, just notice if there's a lot of tightness there, tension. Soften your fingers, soften your toes. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Walk yourself back up onto your hands if you're not there. Walk your left foot in a little bit so you can plant your hands, step back, high push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, a big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Sit down, lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up, step or jump back. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps, warrior one, rise up. Open out, warrior two. Right hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one, rise up. Open out, warrior two. Left hand high reverse, exhale, hands back to your mat. Chaturanga, low push-up. Upward dog, a big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Take another deep breath in here, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, sit down. Ground down through your left foot. Draw your right knee up towards your chest. Take your right foot across your left thigh. So you have your figure four here. Hands can be high. You can work with your hands at your heart. Now, start to tip forward. Lengthen as you tip forward. A little bit of balance. A little bit of a hip opener. A couple of good, deep breaths. Keep lifting your chest. Keep lifting your heart. Core is engaged. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Bring your hands to your heart here. Now twist to your left. You can land your left elbow on your right shin, or you might be able to get, nope, that's your right elbow. You can land your right elbow on your right shin, or you might be able to get your right elbow on the sole of the right foot, and that becomes a self-assist. And if you want to separate your hands, open up, you can. Take your time with the twist. Feel your balance. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, release that foot, release your hands. Fold forward. Walk your feet about hips width distance apart. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Let your shoulders roll back. Hands come up and over. Let your head drop, rinse your shoulders. Soften your toes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale. Exhale, release. Walk your feet closer together to touch and come back to your Utkatasana. Set up, lift up. Press into your right foot. Draw your left knee up towards your chest. Now left foot across your right thigh. Setting up that figure four. You might be able to sink a little bit lower. Flex the left foot. Start to tip forward. Take your time. Feel your breath. Hands can be extended, arms can be extended, or you can work with your hands at your heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Draw your hands to your heart. Now, twist to your right. So left elbow can land at the left shin. You can get your left elbow towards the sole of the left foot. Sometimes you need to give yourself a hand like I just did. Right elbow goes up, crown of the head forward. Drishti helps a lot. I lost my drishti there for a moment. I got wobbly. Hands can stay together, or you can open up. And if you can get that left hand down to the ground or to a prop, you get a little more support for yourself. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. One more big inhale. Fold forward, exhale, release. Release your feet, set your feet, and rise to stand. Come on up. Big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Bring your feet together and forward. Take your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. So if you want to flip, go for it. Let the foot pull you over. If you want to work with your left knee down, go for it. Bring your left knee down. Inhale, take your right leg back up. Half pigeon. Right knee towards your right thumb. Left leg along behind you. Set this up. Take your time. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Take your time with the setup. And feel it out. You can make adjustments as you come into it. You can make adjustments once you're in it. Absolutely adjusting your physical body, but also adjusting your focus. Notice if you get distracted. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Astavakrasana can be part of your focus, but don't miss out on everything else. Don't miss out on this. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Now, hands under your shoulders. Come on up. Sweep your back leg out and around in front of you. Let your left leg be long. And here, lift your right leg. You can bring your right foot towards the crook of your left elbow. You can hook your right knee with your right elbow. So you're kind of cradling the foot, cradling the leg. Just a little bit of forward and back movement, nice and easy here. Feel it out. Still feel your breath, core engaged. Now, take your right knee. See if you can get it up over your right shoulder. I cannot hook my leg over my shoulder, but I can get it above my elbow, and that works pretty well for me. So feel how high you can get. Oh, and that time I actually got the leg above my shoulder. All right, so maybe it's just a little bit of practice, right? Press your left heel forward. You can flex your right foot, but you're kind of squeezing your arm with your right leg. Plant your hands and feel if you can lift up. Lift your hips and lift that left leg. So if you can't, that's okay. But this is a good way to start with Astavakrasana. Press through your hands. Can you lift your hips and lift that left leg? So if you've got that, keep going. Press your hands, lift that leg. Now, take your left foot on top of your right. So you're hooking your ankles, and then you swing your legs out to the side. And here you go, Astavakrasana. All right, so if you can't do all of those steps, try this. Go back to setting that leg over the shoulder. Bend your left leg. Hook your left foot on your right ankle. And you can do this on the ground too. You can simply put your left foot over your right ankle, but then it gets a little trickier to get the leg above the shoulder. So your right foot helps you hold your left foot. You've got this. Now you can lift off again. Tip forward. Take those legs out to the side, and you're trying to squeeze your legs together. All right, so you've had a little bit of playtime with that. Come back to your center. Cross your ankles, rock forward. Make your way back. to your downward facing dog. And let's move through a vinyasa. Take your vinyasa as you come back to your downward dog. And once you come back to your downward dog, take a big breath in and a long breath out. Bring your feet together and forward. Take your left leg to the sky, bend your left knee, your down dog hip opener. You can flip your dog here, work with your right knee down. Just a breath or two, big breath in. Long breath out. And take that left leg back up. Half pigeon. Left knee forward. Right leg back behind you. Set this up. Pay attention to the setup here. Pay attention to what you're doing here. And we'll get to Astavakrasana on this side as well. But for now, this is where we are. Let yourself settle down. Notice if you're trying to wrap your head around that arm balance. You don't necessarily have to be able to wrap your head around it, right? You just want to be able to feel it in your body. A lot of the times, our thinking minds actually get in the way. We're thinking about it. We're thinking, how do I do this? Or I can't do this. Start with this breath. You are doing this. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Now come on up. Sweep your right leg out and around in front of you. Right heel presses forward. Pick up your left leg. Left foot to the crook of the right elbow. Left elbow around that left knee. Just a little bit of forward and back movement. Moving your hip around a little bit. Draw your low belly unit up. Feel your breath. And then go ahead and start to set it up. So that left leg, can you get it up over your shoulder? And I surprised myself on the other side. So yeah, I can get my leg over my shoulder. I used to not be able to do this. How about that? If you can't get the leg over the shoulder, that's okay. Get it above your elbow. Squeeze your arm with your leg. Flex your left foot, flex your right foot, plant your hands. Now, a little bit of a tip forward and lift up. Can you lift your hips? Can you lift your leg? Maybe you can get your hips up, you can't get your foot up, or you can get your foot up, but you can't get your hips up. That's okay. Just a couple of these, playing around with it, right? I think I look too serious, so this can be fun. Let's have some fun with this. Right. So if you've got that part, now lift off. You're going to take the right foot over the left ankle. Lift off, swing out to the side. Whoa, I lost my balance there. I'm going to try that again. Lift off, swing that foot out to the side. This side is trickier for me than the other side. Swing out to the side. You can squeeze your arm between your legs. And then come on back down. You want to try it without lifting the straight leg. Set your left leg. Be sure you connect with your breath, your core. Right foot hooks above the left foot. Flex your feet. So this left foot is helping you hold the right foot and hold the right leg. Rock forward into your hands. Swing it out to the side. Squeeze your legs. Little lift to your heart. Try not to take a nosedive. Little lift to your chest and your heart. And then when you're ready, come on back down. Nice work, you guys. Go ahead and take both legs out in front of you. Reach your hands up. Take a big inhale and lengthen and fold forward. Lengthen through the backs of your legs. Allow some space in your low back. Let your breath slow down. Let your thinking mind slow down. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And come on up to seated. Reach your hands forward. Lower back slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. So if you want to add in a twist or you want to stick in a back bend before Shavasana, go for it. Get yourself set up in your Shavasana. If you want to take your legs up, that might be a really nice option after playing around with the arm balance. Astavakrasana. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Draw your knees to your chest. Roll to one side and make your way to seated. Come up. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. And together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had fun with this Friday Power Flow Astavakrasana. Why do I keep saying it? Because when I looked it up this morning, I realized I've been saying it wrong for a very long time. So I'm practicing saying it. And I'm practicing doing it. Thanks again for joining me. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. If you had fun with this today, like the video and subscribe to my channel. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat.